Hey guys, I'm Jessie Adams with Believe in You Fitness, and if you are just joining us today, welcome. This month, we are going to do Nutrition Coaching 101, understanding the basics of protein, carbohydrates, fats, macros, and how to create a meal plan and customize your macros and numbers in order to reach your personal goals. So, if you joined us last week, we talked about protein, and we're going to continue our further discussion on protein. If you haven't watched the videos before, I suggest going back and starting with our first video on Nutrition 101 and calories. Now, as promised, what we are going to discuss today is what is protein, where does protein come from, what is an adequate amount of protein that you should be taking based on your personal goals, and lastly, how to appropriately set a baseline number of protein that you should be getting on a daily basis. First things first, what is protein? Protein is one of the 3 macronutrients that make up the food that we consume on a daily basis, and it contains 4 calories per gram. It is the primary structural component of our body, and it makes up hormones, enzymes, tissues, and our muscle tissue. In addition to talking about what protein is, I want to cover what it is not. And it is very important to understand here that protein is not an energy source for our body, and it is rarely ever used as an energy source. Secondly, where do we get protein from? Well, we get protein from sources such as beef, chicken, turkey, fish, eggs, dairy, protein powders, and other plant-based sources as well. I do want to stress that not all protein is created equal. You have your complete protein sources from things such as meats, dairy, eggs, and whey protein powders. And then we have our incomplete protein sources that are mainly plant-based protein sources, which you get from brown rice, lentils, tofu, and plant-based protein powders. The difference between whether a protein source is considered complete or incomplete lies within the amino acid profile. In order for a protein source to be considered a complete protein, it must contain all of the 9 essential amino acids. These amino acids are also which our body cannot make on its own. We need these 9 essential amino acids for a multitude of reasons, but most importantly, they must be present in order to recover and build lean muscle tissue. Now, I bring this up and its importance because if you are following a primarily plant-based diet or just getting lower quality proteins in general, you're going to struggle with getting your complete proteins and your all essential amino acids. And with that, you're not going to be able to see the results that you're looking for when it comes to utilizing protein. Why is protein important to you? Well, if your primary goal is fat loss, prioritizing your protein intake while eating at a caloric deficit is going to help you maintain your lean muscle mass, and it's also going to allow you to utilize fat as your primary fuel source when burning in order to reach your goals and get that lean toned physique that you are looking for. Protein is also the most satiating macronutrient and can help you to curb cravings and stay on plan so that you're not over consuming calories when compared to other diets with higher intakes of carbohydrates and fats. It also has a higher thermic effect of food, which if you watched in the later video on calories we talked about. This means that it takes more calories to burn and break down protein in our body than it does compared to carbohydrates and fats. Hitting your daily protein intake will also help you to avoid the normal metabolic slowdown process, or better known as plateauing, when it comes to weight loss, because of its ability to maintain your lean muscle tissue. Now, most importantly, if you circled around at this video, you remember me saying that protein plays a much larger role than just maintaining lean muscle tissue. Since protein is the primary structural component of our body, consuming enough of it is going to help us with having stronger bones, better hair, skin, and nails, and overall a stronger immune system. It will also allow an individual to have a higher or more stable metabolism due to its ability to maintain the lean muscle tissue that we have. And this will help with overall health because it will help us maintain a healthier weight over the long term. And the last benefit of protein that I want to discuss when it comes to just overall general health is that it will help avoid age-related sarcopenia, which is age-related muscle loss. And obviously by avoiding this, you're going to have a better quality and longevity of life because you're going to be able to stay more active and fit and have an overall long-term health. So now I hope you understand the importance of protein as a whole and the role that it plays in your nutrition plan as well as achieving your results. So in the next video, we're going to cover how much protein should you even eat. Until then, I hope you guys have an awesome day. Stay tuned and I'll see you soon.